Ladies, welcome to Zip Gaming Online, and today we're gonna be talking about the syndanas in general. So, I'm gonna show you basically the story about the new syndana, and I'm gonna show you on different, frames really. So, obviously the first one we're gonna try it on is gonna be on Rhino Prime because, well, he's the new frame, right? So, Imperator Syndana. Is it actually useful? Well, no. I mean, like, all syndanas are not useful, but is it something that you really want to spend your money on? Well, it does look nice and fancy, right? It even got the little collar, if you will. However, it does come with a little bit of problem, and I noticed it happens, well, pretty much on every single frame, which is this little bump. That bump is ridiculously annoying for me. I don't know if you guys mind it so much. If you don't mind it so much, I suppose it's not a big deal breaker for you, but it really is a deal breaker for me. And I mean, like, I have it, but you know, basically just to show you guys, or at least people who want to watch anyway, what the dealio there. So we're gonna, well, compare it to, take a look. With Asa, you don't really have that much of a bump, so I personally think that's a lot better. And then as you can see with the Misa, it's much more natural as well because, well, there's that little chain thing. So if there's a little bump, then that's a little bit normal. So far, in my opinion, Noru got the best physics there. And yes, I do use the physics because yes, I do use the NVIDIA graphics card. So as you can see, this is the most natural looking one. Let's take a look at Uru. Uru is just as, you know, natural, if you can put it that way, but there's that little bump, but the bump has to do with the whatchamacallit, the little knob there. And of course there's the Yomo, and Yomo has that little bump as well, but then again, you know, it doesn't really work with the little knob that the Rhino Prime had on the back of his, well, back. So let's go ahead on Imperator, and we're gonna switch to, let's see, well, might as well just go alphabetically, right? So on Ash, do we have the same problem? Well, as you can see, Asa does have that little bump, but that's a little bit less noticeable. Let's try on Misa, and Misa looks so much better on this one. It looks almost perfect in my opinion. Noru, as per usual, Noru always have the best physics in my opinion. As you can see, it looks nice. Uru, well, it's kind of floating looking, right? As you can see right there, I'm just gonna flap it around a bit. Yomo, it looks so much better. Yomo have the tendency to actually work well with your shape if your physics is like, you know, if you care a lot about physics. And there you go, there's the Imperator again with that little bump. It's really annoying, and I'll show you, even if I switch from my Zoran to something else, like I usually use commas because they are pretty, it still have the same thing. And to make matters worse, let's switch to something, say a Glaive Prime, because it doesn't get in the way, does it? Yes, it still has the bump, and it will have the bump. It doesn't matter what it is. So let's go on Banshee. Banshee, well, when the Imperator Syndana came out, Banshee had it on her butt. Well, on her waist. But it was actually kind of funny to actually look at it. But as you can see, there's still that bump. It's really annoying the living hell out of me. And, well, if you guys are into that bump, I guess that's cool. But otherwise, I don't know. For me, I just don't like it. It really is, for me, a big deal breaker. It just seems like it's floating in the middle, well, in midair for no apparent reason. And color wise, I mean, like, it generally works well, generally, but from time to time you'll see that it doesn't work so well. So as you can see, again, the bump, it's really annoying, and it has the tendency to, well, it's basically just using your primary and secondary. So if your frame, like this Excalibur for example, has the tint color on, like, you know, tint 3 and 4, then it will not be on your Syndana, and sometimes it kind of breaks the color for me. I mean, for some people that's not a big issue, but for me it kind of is. And I'll show you on Frost Prime again with the Imperator. See what I mean? It looks a little bit off. It does carry the tint 3 on the circular thingy there, but besides that, it looks a little off, especially with this. And if I switch to like a mortal skin, it's not so much, but I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the mortal skin. Anyway, so there you go. It still has the bump, it still annoys the living hell out of me, and well, let's move on. So we already seen the Frost Prime, we're gonna look at Loki, and here we go. Syndana, Imperator, again we have that bump. It's really annoying because on other Syndanas, see, it seems to work well. So why is it that only Imperator had that really weird bump? See, everything else seems to work fine, but then you switch to Imperator and you get that bump. So, you know, if you're big on aesthetics like me, this will undoubtedly annoy the living hell out of you, as it does mine. Anyway, so let's take a look at Mag. Yes, you still have that bump. So Mag still does have that bump. Let's go to Mag Prime because I have Mag Prime. So we're gonna go to Imperator again. Yes, we still have that bump. That bump is just so annoying. And I doubt if... Okay, let's see if I can switch to, say, okay, Ether Reaper. There you go. It's gigantic, right? No, it's really not. And it still have that bump, that really annoying bump. Let's try Galatine, because everybody carries a Galatine, right? It still have the bump. It's annoying. It's ridiculous. Let me put on, say, Kestrel. There you go. It doesn't get in the way, right? It still has the bump. Oh my god, it's really annoying. And I mean, okay, for some people, like I said, it matters not at all. However, for people like me, it's really annoying. As you can see, yes, it still has the bump, even on Necros. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. I'm already saying, like, this is annoying, and it really does seem out of place, especially because everything else seems to work fine. As you can see, Noru works fine, Asa works fine, Uru works fine, Yomo works fine, Mesa works fine, but look at Imperator. Oh my god, what is that bump doing there? And I mean, again, maybe I'm just nitpicking, but there it is. And let's take a look at Nyx. So we're gonna go on Imperator. Yes, you still have that bump. And as you can see, yes, everything else works a lot better. It does conform to her shape, to her body shape. And it's, I don't know what they were doing. I mean, like, it's annoying, and like, especially for, like, as you can see, Oberon, we're gonna do the same thing. Asa seems to work fine, Mesa works fine, Noru works fine, Uru works fine, Yomo works fine, and take a look. Oh, what is that? What is that bump doing there? It's just so annoying. It's really annoying. I mean, like, and again, I'll be hopping onto my dojo just to give you guys an idea of how it actually looks like inside the game. I mean, like, right now you can see it already, but again, you know. See, on Rhino, just regular Rhino, not Rhino Prime, it seems to work a little bit better. Go figure, don't ask me why. Anyway, so we're gonna go to Saren, and yes, it's still annoying, it's still... See what I mean? See what I mean? It's like, what are you doing there? What do you have there to make that bump? Anyway, we're gonna go on to Trinity, and let's see, Imperator. Yes, you still have that. Asa works fine, Mesa works fine, Noru works fine, Uru works fine, Yomo works fine, everything else works fine. Why can't they make that single one works fine with that one? I don't know why. See? Imperator, bump. Asa, no bump. Mesa, no bump. It's even perfect on Valkyrie. Noru, seems to work fine. Uru had that slight bump, but that's alright. And then you get the Valkyrie spawn, obviously, and then you get the Yomo. See? No bump. No bump. What's going on in there? It's confusing. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to Vauban. I don't know why people, like, you know, they call it Vauban. It's like, it seems to work fine with Vauban. Vauban. It sounds cooler actually. Vauban instead of Vauban. Anyway, there you go. So Imperator is still bump, really annoying. Everything else works fine, and let's go on to Volt. So Volt, Imperator. It seems to work a little bit better if you're looking at it from the side, but besides that, if you can see, Asa works a lot better, Mesa works a lot better, Noru works a lot better, Uru works a lot better, Yomo works a lot better. Why is every single one works a lot better except Imperator? Imperator, it's like, let's make it work from this part, and then like to the top, let's just fuck it. Just forget about the bump. Like, just, I don't know what they're doing. It's just really weird. Anyway, so Zephyr. And here we go. Syndana, da-da-da-da-da. Imperator. Yes, we still have the bump. It's really annoying. See, Asa works fine, Mesa works fine, Nori works fine, Yomo works fine, Uru works fine. However, Imperator, not so much. I don't know why. I really have no idea. Anyway, let's I'm just gonna use Oberon because Oberon is, well, Oberon. So we're gonna put the what's it called? Imperator. There we go. That bump. It's really annoying. It looks so bad. It really does. Anyway, so let's go on to the clan dojo, and I'll just walk around and you guys get to actually look at it. You guys actually get to look at the Syndana, if it's pretty or not. And you know, if I were you, I wouldn't buy it. I'm like, I bought it so you guys can see it. See what I mean? It almost seems like it's a tentacle. It kind of behaves the same way as, oh great, now it's stuck. Come on. There we go. It seems to behave the same way as, what's it called? The Necros tentacle thing. So it seems to behave the same way. Yes, it does get tangled up from time to time, as you can see. I mean, that's just, what were they thinking? And that bump, oh my god, that is just so nasty looking. I don't want to do it. It's horrible. Anyway, so there you go. Hopefully that, you know, me running around and kind of showing you guys what's going on with this thing, hopefully that kind of gives you an idea on the little Syndana itself. As you can see, it's just horrible. It really is. Avoid it like a plague. Avoid it like a plague. If you still want, like, you know, just regular Syndana, not prime Syndanas, I'm still willing to go to Uru for something that everyone can have. Because this one is just horrible. And, jeez, God. And look at that, look at that. It gets stuck in my armpit. Oh, jeez, this is just horrible. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that kind of gives you an idea on how, well, how this thing looks. I'm not too happy about it. It does have that little orange from the energy though, but that's it. Oh god, this is so horrible. Well, thanks for watching, I suppose, and I'll see you guys in the next video. The next video is gonna be about Helios, if you haven't noticed already, and I've been trying to level it, but I think I'm already hitting the level where, you know, its level's not gonna get any, like, the more skill I have, it's not gonna help him that much. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that later, so I'll see you guys on the next video, and thanks for watching again, and have an awesome day, guys. Later.